Opiate 911. Where's your emergency?
Hi, yes, my fiance just overdosed. A gentleman passed out on the
Heroin
second floor.
is so addictive,
And he passed out in their room.
so dangerous,
What did he take?
so deadly.
It's heroin.
It has become one of the worst drug epidemics.
How old is the patient?
Heroin doesn't care what background you have or where you came from.
34, 35. I don't think he's breathing.
Heroin doesn't care what your skin color is, how smart you are,
He took what?
how old you are, whether you're male or female.
Heroin and Xanax.
When I first started back 16 years ago in narcotics, it was mainly cocaine and crack.
But today's heroin user is often quite different from the addict of years past. Far from street-smart junkie stereotypes, users are likely to come to heroin on a much more innocent path, one that begins in a doctor's office, where strong medications called opiates are prescribed to relieve pain after a surgery or injury.
Well, it's obviously a very big public health crisis today. In fact, there was a recent Surgeon General's report that came out, and they said it was the most pressing public health crisis of our time today. 20 million Americans right now have some sort of substance use disorder, and yet only 10% of the people are getting any sort of treatment.
Parents need to know how dangerous these painkillers are and what a slippery slope their child or their young adult or their spouse or their coworker is on, because it's so easy to transition into heroin because it's the same thing, just in a different form, made in a different place. And I think, people say, why are you doing this? And I say, I don't want anybody to go through what our family's gone through.
Is addiction affecting you or a loved one? If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, get help immediately. Getting an addict to accept help is challenging. Be warned, you may hear the following excuses for not going to rehab.
What about my kids? I can't leave them.
I'm not an addict.
I can't leave my family.
It isn't as bad as you think it is.
I can't afford to go to rehab.
I don't need inpatient. I can handle it with outpatient.
Now our son has the best excuse. He's dead from a heroin overdose.
Call 1-844-OPIATE-1. That's 1-844-674-2831 and speak to a treatment specialist. Call 844-OPIATE-1 to receive free insurance verification and treatment options for your loved one. That number again is 1-844-OPIATE-1, 844-674-2831. Call now, 1-844-674-2831. Your loved one's life depends on it.